What are you doing here, boy? We're not supposed to meet until at least 10 of the clock. How did you get in? Apprentice, please, don't tell me you used the open way spell to unlock the door. I thought I told you that was unwise. You shouldn't be in the lab mixing ingredients without my supervision. Just because you passed all of your elemental exams last week does not mean you know enough to freely move about without me. This is still my property, my ingredients. There's always some level of waste involved in the course of education, but I can't have you potentially squandering expensive components with your impatience. Your base looks excellent so far. The consistency is near to perfection. The color looks correct. But I have told you this serum is not as crucial as a handful of other rudimentary potions that you must have in your skill set first. It was meant to be a challenge for you, and it didn't work out. Of all of the projects that I would not want you working on alone, this would be one of them. Thank goodness I was just coming in here for a pinch of seasonings for my breakfast. Who knows what you might have done if left unattended. I should scold you, boy. But it looks as though you may actually craft your first effective truth serum. After yesterday's disaster, I suppose I can overlook your trespassing if you manage to make this work. I admire your tenacity. You certainly have a better work ethic than I did when I was an apprentice. If I ever mixed a potion wrong, I didn't go back to the lab to reattempt it at dawn the next morning. I would have waited for my master to correct me, rather than trying to work it out on my own. I was quite a lazy student. There are times when I can't believe I managed to gain mastery of the art when I was still so young and naive. I had no level of expertise until many years of maturity and experience had passed. I shudder to think of my earliest customers having to deal with me as their only local wizard once I set up shop at 19? Thankfully, you have a much brighter future than I did at this stage in the training. I don't doubt that with your hard-working attitude, you'll be far more competent once it's time to strike out on your own. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We need to see how you've done with this serum, first of all. It is one of the trickier potions to brew correctly. Just be thankful that the worst your first attempt did was make us flat out lie with every word out of our mouths. It was more amusing than harmful, and thankfully didn't last very long. That's the beginner's safeguard, making short-lived batches for practice. So, how long have you been brewing it? Did you add the bitter tongue at the boiling point? Okay. And the dash of piper smoke? Pre-crushed? Good. Adding them at the wrong time was probably what went wrong yesterday. If it's been simmering that long, then it should be ready. All signs point to it being perfect. I don't want to be prematurely proud, but I think this might be your first success in the advanced studies. Ladle out 2 doses, and I'll cool them off enough to try. You were clever enough to lay out the reversal potion. I see. Very good. There is a reason I made you memorize that one back to front before I teach you anything else. A good wizard never sells a potion they wouldn't drink themselves. In that spirit, let's see what embarrassing truths this serum can pull from our lips. All right. Quick wave of the hand, and there. All cooled down. Now, just like yesterday, we shall both drink. It would be unfair for only one of us to be affected. At least this way we may both share the embarrassment. Cheers. It tastes perfect. You used vanilla and jasmine, right? Delightful. Those are my favorite flavor notes. You can always customize it to your own tastes the more you practice. I quite liked that black cherry tonic you made last week. That was delicious. It made me wish I actually had a sore throat so I could drink more of it. Well, the taste of the potion is secondary to the effectiveness. However, it certainly helps with the picky clients. Brewing a potion that people actually want to drink is a skill in itself, if you ask me. Remember your first few tries to actually make anything taste good? I thought that stomach calmer you made your first month would cause indigestion instead of relieve it. It was just terrible. There was nothing to counter the bitterness of the root ingredients. Oh gods, I've never spat something out so quickly. Just thinking about it makes my mouth twist. Don't duck your head like that, boy. I just took a truth serum. Do you expect me to sugarcoat everything for you? If anything, you should be proud that you succeeded. I know that I'm very proud of you. This is the first advanced potion I've assigned, and you got it on your second try. Without my permission or input, but with good results. I shouldn't be upset. I'm not upset. If anything, I'm excited to start planning the next stage of your training. If you can tackle something like this, then you can handle other challenges as well. Apprentice, are you blushing, boy? I've never seen you so laid back in the face of such an accomplishment. Where's all the boisterous cheering? All the jiggling about on the floor like some village idiot in your delight? Why don't you tell me the truth? Huh? What's that? I can barely hear you, boy. Oh, you look so confused, but so intrigued and curious. And maybe a touch shy? Is my hot-tempered apprentice going soft on me now, in the face of admitting absolute truths? Where is that haughty, sharp-witted attitude that's always churning out amusing quips? Where's that bold-as-brass conviction? It's true, you're an obedient student. But that doesn't mean you don't give me a hard time in other ways. You cheeky, smart-mouthed little imp. Don't misunderstand. I find your swearing and rejoicing both endearing in different ways. And you know that I do, don't you, boy? Yes, there's the serum at work. You'd never admit that to me so readily without some form of magical intervention, my vastly stubborn apprentice. I think I quite enjoy you looking so uncertain. And what is that I see flickering in those beautiful eyes? Could it be excitement? Come closer, boy. Let me take a good look at your face. I must say, Shy looks very cute on you. You're biting your lip. I always thought that was the most adorable thing. Always draws attention to those full, pretty lips that you have. Of course I meant it. I cannot lie right now. Maybe I didn't quite realize before what a fetching little wizard-to-be I had under my wing all this time. Or maybe I've just never seen you this unsure and blushing so pink. Oh dear. You look so very lost. Am I making you uncomfortable? Just because I want to bite that lip for you. No, don't try to back away from me. Your startled gasps taste too good on my lips. I feel like I can hardly keep my hands off you, boy. I normally hold myself back, but I simply cannot any longer. Wait, this is... No. You put something into that potion, didn't you? Admit it. There's something that added to the truth-telling aspects. An herb with aphrodisiac properties. All right. Whatever you did, you obviously didn't do it on purpose. But here we are, under its spell. You feel so good against me. It's been so long since I've been with anyone. Between training you and keeping up my regular duties, there's been no opportunity to take pleasure like this. And I felt such a lecherous fool, pining after my own apprentice. But you're so alluring. You have such a fiery temperament, an iron, strong determination. There's such passion for the art in you. It radiates from you like a warmth from a fire. It's been such a comfort to my lonely heart. What? Do you feel the same? Oh, I see. You've also been struggling with the guilt of desiring your mentor when you're subservient to him. I should have had you brew a truth serum much earlier. Though, your results were, once again, dreadfully wrong. You know that I am a kind master, but this transgression requires punishment, without question. Look at me. Come on, lift your chin and look me in the eyes. Gods, you look delectable when you're shy. That potion must have brought out your vulnerable side. And while I can't say I don't appreciate being able to see it, this shouldn't have happened at all. I've taught you to be more cautious than this, but it seems the teaching hasn't been enough. I'll have to take other measures to be sure you understand. Now turn around. You heard me. I said turn around. Now, bend over. I said bend over the fucking table and take what I'm about to give you, you irresponsible little brat. Heard me that time, didn't you? Very good. You just stay still. I'm going to finally take a good, long look at that ass. So taut, but so soft. Perfect. Listen up, apprentice. I'm going to give you as many strikes as you can take before you beg me to stop. And you'd better not start begging until after the first 5, because I won't stop before then. You need to learn this lesson. Did you think I'd take it easy on you because I've never struck you before? Not all masters are so kind. It stings even more because you're so unused, doesn't it? You're starting to cry out and whimper already? Oh, now, is that because it hurts? Or because you actually like it? What are you saying under your breath, apprentice? Answer me! Oh, you do like this. You wished I would be like this before? Oh, yes, of course. I am usually mild-mannered and so soft-spoken. But that doesn't mean I'm weak or incapable of punishing naughty apprentices. Your skin has to be so red under this thin fabric. What if I tug it down and see for myself? Will you fight me? Or will you take your punishment with humbleness and gratitude? Oh, yes. Beautiful pink blossoms over those perfect swirls of flesh. I can make them bloom red. I'm impressed that you haven't begged me to stop once, even when you're glowing red, all over and crying out so loudly, while your flesh ripples from my strikes and shudders. Oh dear. Let me pull those back up for you. I don't know what... Oh dear. Oh dear God, I'm so sorry, apprentice. The potion must have... Wait, you can't... You must still be under the effects if you're still... Oh. That's a disconcerting smile you're wearing, apprentice. You all right? Did I hurt you when I did that? I'm so sorry. I completely understand if you want to leave your studies with me after this incident. It's as much my fault as it is anyone else's. I never should have let you. You don't seem to be too traumatized by what just happened. But I think I might be. I never wanted to raise my hand against you, my sweet apprentice. What? Well, I mean, I suppose I enjoyed it. But that was the potion, just like it was for you. You would have enjoyed it regardless. Because I'm usually so gentle, but you knew I had a bite to me? That is inappropriate. I didn't intend to do anything of the sort. I didn't want to touch you like... I mean, I wouldn't have... Or at least... not like that. Gods, how do we resolve this? Yes. I was telling the truth about pining for you. I'm sorry. Like I said, if you want to find another master, then... What? A relationship? Are you pulling my leg? Was this entire situation some elaborate joke? Well, I mean, you truly are serious after what I did to you. Oh my. All right. If you're in earnest, and our affection is mutual, then I'd enjoy you being my partner in more than just magical studies. Well, sure. That means we can kiss anytime, unless we're in the middle of some delicate incantations or... My fiery little apprentice, you might be the death of me. You know that? One way or another. Especially after you botched that serum so odiously. Technically, yes, it functioned as intended. But why the sudden erotic turn? Tell me exactly what you did, step by step. Oh, gods! That's it. You've used the wrong phrasing when you did the incantations. This is why you need to have the old language down perfect. One wrong inflection and your spells or potions are coming out differently than intended. I don't think I've ever heard that incantation for that serum botched in such a specifically amusing way. Like I said, you'll be the death of me. You may be ambitious and gifted, with an excellent teacher, but you still have a long way to go.